just released, I think yesterday. I was in the store today, got a chance to play around with the Nook Color. Definitely they're going to have a competitive advantage, a competitive edge being Barnes & Noble. It's an excellent product, an excellent introductory product, might I add. This is going to spawn a lot of new tablets, a lot of new readers. It's no more just an iPad game. This has moved on. Okay, it's not going to replace your phone. It's not going to replace the iPad. If you're a person who's really into apps, really want to do a lot, it's not going to do that. But what it will do is definitely get customers who don't want to spend that much on a tablet. It's looking at $250, very good introductory price. Definitely good for little kids, a little cheaper. I think once this product goes once this product gets to $150 to $200, this is going to sell like hotcakes. This is going to be great for people who are into readers. If you're avid Harry Potter readers, this is good for you. So if you people really read a lot, you want the Nook. This is going to be really fun. It's shaped the size of a book, very easy to hold. It's a little slightly heavier than the old Nook, but it's still very light, very small, very portable. It's something that a lot of women are going to carry in there. It's great to have that big size tablet if you want to do a lot on the iPad. But if you just want to read, if you want to sort of just do your basic social media stuff, you might want just that size. It's perfect to carry in your pocket. Now this Nook has applications. What's disappointing is that the only app is, I think, Pandora. They're releasing with Pandora. It's like one of the only things, the cool things they have. I think they have like a chess game on there, and that's about it. The roadmap for this is Android apps. Android apps, that will be crazy if this thing got Android apps. But there you have it, Android apps. I think if this thing gets Android apps, it's on for a fight. Typing, extraordinary. I mean, this thing is like typing on a T-Mobile Sidekick. And if you talk to a lot of little kids or even high schoolers, a lot of them are really into that that feel of going like this. And this, I was able to actually hold it, read, and type perfectly with my thumbs, sort of like a little keyboard. I mean, it was just a dream to hold and type on, definitely. There's nothing like zooming in on the iPad. They got a lot of work here. The zooming in is sort of, you double tap, it zooms in, double tap, it zooms back out. Doesn't zoom in a lot. It's like, just moves in, moves out. Zooms in a little slow. It has a plus minus at the bottom right that seems to appear. The web, the processor was very fast. The web was a little slow. Barnes & Noble fixed your internal Wi-Fi, because if you're trying to sell a product, we got to be able to use it. They had some sort of semi-multitasking thing. I don't know if it's full-blown multitasking. I think they're just trying to sell us on it. Basically, the Pandora icon was always at the bottom left. If you did open up an app and you moved away, if you came back to that app, it would open up exactly where it left off. But Pandora seemed to be the only thing to run in the background, which I thought was great. It was really cool. The browser was okay. They got a lot of work to do here. The browser was sort of... it didn't fit the device. It's a full-blown browser sort of. So it's gonna load regular websites, but the size of it really, it's not an iPad. It's much smaller. The size of it didn't really lend itself to browse the web in that way. It also didn't pick up on mobile sites right away. So once you open up your browser, you'll get the desktop version, and it was really hard to navigate through the website because it's so small, and the zoom in feature of the Nook isn't that great. It's funny because even on the iPhone, it's more accurate, even though the screen is much smaller. It wasn't that good at when you hit a link. It was a little off, so that's something you might want to check into. But overall, I loaded Facebook. It was a little awkward. It gives you the desktop version of Facebook, a little slow. Best thing in the future is just to have these apps right on there. They do have a feature where you can connect socially. You can basically link your Facebook and Twitter account and Google account, only those three. And what it'll do is when you're reading a book, you can automatically post a status to Facebook about what you're reading. They don't let you actually write out your status. I mean, so if you're reading a book and you click share, it's gonna click Facebook, it's gonna post an automatic status saying, oh, I'm reading 2% of Dan Brown's whatever. Stolen Dragon. What's his new book? Sorry, not into Dan Brown, but it seems that this is going to be one of those things where you can, as soon as updates roll out, you'll get it. So as soon as these things get fixed, it has a nice home button that reminds you of the iPad. So you're going to click that N at the bottom. It uses a micro SD card, so you can actually transfer files and documents onto there. No editing yet. Google Docs is a nightmare on there, and Google Docs is a nightmare on all devices. Honestly, they need to get their act together. Google Docs, we're coming for you. Get your freaking act together, man. You're Google, for crying out loud. Fix your docs. The screen when you're on the browser is not that fluid yet. The Facebook experience wasn't pleasurable. It's not really nice to be on a device like that and log on to Facebook, the website, and interact with Facebook. It really needs a customized version of Facebook. The disappointment here is it doesn't have an email application. So you're sort of out of luck. You can log on to Gmail, but it's not a pleasurable experience to log on to Gmail from that web browser, honestly. Do you hear me? Hello? Speakers. I hate when things sound like that. Things do sound like that. Speakers are a little low. Need to work on that, alright? Get the speakers. Books are cheaper on the Nook. I think this is going to be a nice device in the market right on time, right before Christmas. I think this is going to be one of those items that are going to sell out before Christmas. If you want this, you got to go get it. The big advantages are access to all your books. You got your music. You have, the ability to access the web if you need things. It's only an internal Wi-Fi, of course. The disadvantages are, it's not, there yet in terms of apps. Can't do much, not too many apps. I mean, once that gets rolling in, it's gonna be a different ballgame. If this thing gets Android, forget about it. It's beautiful, alright guys? So check out the Nook Color.